Alright, so today is a big day because Sonic Origins has finally released, and I can say without a doubt that this game is a big win for Sonic. This collection had knocked it out of the park in so many features that, in my opinion, now makes this the new definitive way to play the classic Sonic games. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's still some issues with this collection that we will be going over later on. But with that said, I'm going to divide off my first impressions into multiple segments of the collection to keep it nice and simple for you guys. So without further ado, let us begin. Alright, so I thought I would get this out of the way right off the bat. The whole presentation and polish of this collection is great. Everything from the title to the menus, user interface, and most of all, those nice, sweet animations. Everything is just perfectly fine-tuned in this game, and it really shows when you begin to realize just how much fun it is to explore all the menus and especially the gallery. Which in return tells me that Sega did a bang-up job with this collection. I still remember back in the day when I used to explore the gallery in Sonic Mega Collection or Sonic Gems Collection. Those collections somehow made a gallery fun, and that was always the coolest part of Sonic collections. Sure, the games were of outstanding quality, but the fact that the collection can make a gallery fun of all things is an achievement that is rarely achieved. But I will say one thing. Sonic Origins Gallery does not give me the same vibes as the ones from Mega Collection or Sonic Gems Collection. I mean, you definitely do have a lot more to look at here, but as for setting and vibe, it doesn't hit as well as the other collections that Sonic has had. And to be 100% honest with you, it's probably because of the music. Usually Sonic collections have a nice soft song to listen to as you explore, and it makes you feel at home. But Sonic Origins does not have that. Instead, you play your own music, which is cool, I guess, but I am a little disappointed that we didn't get a new, chill Sonic song. Other than that, you can view everything from animatics of various Sonic animations, box arts, concept arts, and music. There's a lot to offer in the gallery section, and you can tell that Sega put a lot of care into showing Sonic fans what the Sonic franchise is all about. And I feel like that was the most important job of Sonic Origins. So it's safe to say that Sega has succeeded in what they set out to do. It does teach Sonic fans of what the Sonic franchise is. But for this collection specifically, they went above and beyond. You can first notice this with the main menus of the collection, where you can see the 3D models for the islands that the 4 classic Sonic games take place on. And I think this is a fantastic idea for the menus. It sure isn't Sonic World from Sonic Jam quality, but come on, how many game collections go to this length to make the menus look this nice? I can't think of a single one. Speaking of going to great lengths, the last thing that we need to talk about here is the animations that are included with Sonic Origins. Now don't worry, I'm only going to show the intro cutscenes here. I will not spoil the ending cutscenes, I'll let you find them for yourself. But with that said, these cutscenes are great, and once again this shows just how much care Sega put into this collection. To not only remaster these games, but to add cutscenes to give story to games that barely had a story is absolutely amazing, and I appreciate the lengths that they went to make this collection feel like more than just a collection. Honestly, with the story mode feature, which allows you to play through the games in chronological order with cutscenes, it really just makes the 4 games feel like one big adventure, and I think that was what they were trying to accomplish. However, I have one critique, and this could be considered a spoiler, so if you don't want to know anything about these cutscenes, I would skip to the next section of the video. I'll give you 3 seconds. Alright. So these cutscenes are nice, but I feel like they didn't really contribute much to the overall narrative of the classic Sonic games. Like, after watching those cutscenes, it feels like I learned little to nothing new about these games' stories. Like, oh boy, Tails was picked on for having tails, and that's how he met Sonic. Like, this doesn't really change much of how I look at the story. It barely even adds context. It just kind of feels like filler. But don't get me wrong, this filler is some pretty good filler. Like, these animations are top-notch quality and they're really fun to watch, but they don't really add much. I really do not think Sonic lore masters are going to have a fun time with this collection, but that's besides the fact. These animations are filler, but man, this is the best filler you will ever consume from a video game. Anyways, let's move on. Alright, time to talk about the ports themselves. So I'm going to give all of these ports a ranking out of 10 because I feel like that's the easiest way I can describe how good each port actually is. So starting off with the first Sonic the Hedgehog game, this port contains a lot of much needed quality of life improvements. You now have the spin dash with, oh boy, widescreen support, making it the first time that you can officially play widescreen versions of all 4 classic Sonic games on current hardware, and man, is this a sight to see. This game is buttery smooth and it feels like it was released just 8 hours ago. Oh wait, it was. Although I'm going to put this out here now, if possible, I would highly recommend that you play Sonic Origins on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch, because the PC port kinda sucks. Sonic Origins uses Denuvo. Now, if you guys don't know what Denuvo is, it's basically an anti-piracy software that prevents people from stealing Sonic Origins. Now, this is all good, except for the fact that Denuvo can greatly bring down your experience with the game. Now, for me, the game was smooth for the most part, but there have been times where the game just slowed down or dropped in frame rate. So if you're dead set on having a consistent 60 frames per second experience, I would be hesitant on playing the PC port of this collection because it does have some frame drops from time to time. Although my experience on PC has been good for the most part, I can't promise that everyone who wishes to pick this game up on PC will have the same experience. So I'm just putting that out there. Be careful when getting this game for PC because it might not run like how you want it to. But enough about that, back to Sonic 1. I have one big critique of Sonic 1's ports, and it's that the controls are a little stiff. This issue applies to both Sonic 1 and 2. Something you will notice when playing is that Sonic is kinda stiff. Like, for an example, the drop dash is not nearly as smooth as Sonic Mania's drop dash. A normal drop dash is very flexible, allows you to go back and forth and change directions very fast, which can be very helpful when you're speedrunning some stages. However, with Sonic 1 and 2, when you drop dash, it will send you into the direction that Sonic is looking, and you cannot change that. There is no flexibility to the spin dash in Sonic 1 and 2. You have to really commit to the drop dash in these games for it to be effective, and in a lot of cases, the drop dash can feel counterproductive because of how it just locks you into the direction that you're facing. There's also other nitpicks with the stiffness of Sonic 1 and 2, like if you were to run into a wall, you have to come to a complete stop to jump over that wall. Little things like that aren't going to ruin your experience, but it certainly will be noticeable. I can overlook it very easily because the stiffness of Sonic was an issue in the original games and never were really fixed until Sonic 3 released. So if you already played these games, it probably won't even bother you too much. I just don't understand why Sonic controls like this in Sonic 1 and 2. Maybe it's because of preservation? I don't know. I feel like preservation was thrown out the window a long time ago when we decided to put the drop dash into these games. Either way, Sonic 1 is a very solid port with just one minor issue, so for me, Sonic 1 will receive a 9 out of 10. Alright, for Sonic 2, you guessed it, this port is outstanding. It's buttery smooth with 60 FPS and widescreen support. What else could you ask for? However, there's more to this port that has a ton of value. Something I noticed right away with Sonic 2 is that they reworked the entire special stage system. In Sonic 2, you had to collect 50 rings, and then you had to hunt down a checkpoint. Once you did that, it would open up a portal for you to begin the special stage. Now, once you finish the special stage, you typically lose all of your rings. I think Sonic Team made this decision to prevent the Chaos Emeralds from being too easy to obtain, because hunting down 50 rings and then finding a checkpoint isn't the easiest thing to do in a Sonic game. But don't worry, because now after you complete a special stage, you keep all of your rings. Every single one of them. That means you can hit one special stage and then already be on your way to the next one. It's a little overpowered, but I'll allow it. Now, to be clear, I do not know if this is a glitch or not. I played Sonic Origins a couple hours before release, so by the time you're watching this video, it might already be patched. Either way, it's important to note that at the time of this recording, it is very easy to enter special stages in Sonic 2. Also, one last thing. The special stages have a much cleaner aesthetic to the half-pipe, so now you can actually see some of the traps ahead of you. It's a nice quality of life change, and it definitely makes these special stages a lot easier and, in my opinion, a lot more playable. Anyways, with that said, I would have to give this port a 9 out of 10 as well because, once again, it still suffers from the stiffness of Sonic 1's controls, but other than that, a perfectly fine port. Okay, Sonic CD. This one is going to be short and straight to the point. Sonic CD is the best port in this entire collection. This game has everything from 60 FPS, widescreen support, to smooth and buttery controls, which is the best feature Sonic CD has in this collection. This game controls like Sonic Mania, and I love it. The drop dash is flexible, Sonic isn't stiff, and dang it, it's Sonic CD, so it's pretty dang good. This port keeps all of its integrity. You can switch between the USA and Japanese soundtracks, and once again, I have to stress this, it's buttery smooth. If any of you have played the Sonic CD ports on PC, you would know that the port controls and plays nice because, you know, Christian Whitehead is awesome, but it's also poorly optimized and ultimately did not give a very satisfying experience. You could not restart levels. If you had a monitor above 60 Hz, it would speed up your game, and it had random moments of frame drops. In Sonic Origins, you never have to worry about the issues of a Sonic CD port ever again, and I love it. Sonic CD is going to get a big, fat 10 out of 10 from me as a perfect porting job. That's what I call a based version of Sonic CD. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, this port is kind of interesting. Of course, it has the essentials, it has widescreen support, 60 frames per second, and it even has the buttery smooth controls of Sonic Mania and the new Sonic CD port. Alright, so this port's a 10 out of 10, right? Well, I wish I could agree, but I got an issue with this game. It's the elephant in the room. They changed the soundtrack. They changed the soundtrack. Now look, I understand that they couldn't bring back the old music because Michael Jackson had some involvement and there's some legal issues with the old songs. But man, who could have expected this? I expected them to just replace the music, not to commit a crime. The music here isn't necessarily bad, it just doesn't fit any of the settings in this game. The first zone that you see that has a new song is Carnival Night, and the music just does not work, man. Like, I could never guess in a million years that this song was made for a carnival level. It doesn't give off that vibe in the slightest. Okay, but that is nothing, and I repeat, nothing compared to what they did to my child, Ice Cap Zone. If you've been a long-time viewer of my channel, you know that this is my favorite Sonic zone. It holds sentimental value to me, and I've always loved the aesthetic of Ice Cap, especially the music. Ice Cap's music went hard. It's so dang good while still maintaining the feeling that you're in a frozen wasteland. The songs for Ice Cap Act 1 and 2 were just perfection, man. It was so good. Ice Cap's music is nostalgic to me and it fits the level so well. Now guys, I'm about to play the footage of what I did when I first played Ice Cap, because it speaks for itself. Here you go. Yeah, it was that bad. I felt betrayed when I heard that music. And I get it. Some people will have a meltdown if you even dare criticize the music choice of this game because it's nitpicking. But I don't care. It sucks, bro. This port gets a 9 out of 10. You guys can't tell me what to do. This music hurt me on an emotional and spiritual level. I don't care. We're moving on. Alright, mission mode. This mode of the game is completely new content that is added to each and every one of the 4 games. You basically get these bite-sized missions that have you doing very simple objectives like defeating certain enemies and whatnot. My personal favorite missions are the ones that have you speedrun an obstacle course with 1 or 0 rings. Honestly, it reminds me of the 3D Sonic games, because in those games, you have to memorize the levels to complete them satisfyingly. It's pretty much the same philosophy with these missions, especially the harder ones. Now, most of these missions are pretty easy. You can typically do all of these first try and easily get an S rank. However, the 4-star and the 5-star missions are what might cause some people to struggle. Now, if you have played more than 2 classic Sonic games, you will not struggle in mission mode. You might have a hiccup or two, but nothing too serious will prevent you from completing all these and getting S ranks. I did struggle a tad bit on a 5-star mission in Sonic 1, except I used the word struggle loosely, because it only took me like 5 minutes instead of 30 seconds. But something I really appreciate about these missions is that they act as tutorials for the main games. Like, for example, Sonic 1 missions will show you how to kill caterpillars without getting hit. Sonic 2 has missions that will show you how to use Super Sonic without losing too many rings. In Sonic CD, the missions will show you how to time travel successfully, and the coolest mission/tutorial that I saw was playing as Knuckles and having to kill enemies in mid-air. I mean, the game is literally teaching you how to play Knuckles efficiently. That is epic. If you are struggling with these games, I recommend trying these missions because they are actively trying to show you how to play the game. And that's cool. So yeah, mission mode's pretty cool. I'm not gonna stay on this one for too long. Mirror mode is weird, alright? Basically, all of the levels are mirrored, essentially flipping them horizontally, so now you're traveling to the left side of your screen instead of the right side. Now, I'm already familiar with mirror mode. I've played games like Mario Kart, but this ain't no Mario Kart, bro, let me tell you. This mode is cursed, I swear. Everything looks weird. There's nothing wrong with this mode, I just feel uncomfortable, man. Even Blue Spheres is mirrored, like, ugh. Let's just move on, man. I don't want to talk about this anymore. This mode kinda sucks. It's 4x3, and it's supposedly classic, but it's not really classic. I don't understand why classic mode is here. Like, it doesn't even succeed at being a classic mode. Even if you were a player who wanted to play the games in their original form in 4x3, you can't, because the classic mode is not classic. You still have the spin dash in Sonic 1. Like, what? It adds back lives, which is cool, I guess. I don't know. This mode is literally lying to you. It's not classic. It's essentially playing these games with a handicap. So if you want to play the original classic Sonic games, this is not the place to do it. So, you know what? I'm just gonna move on to the conclusion of today's video. So my overall thoughts are that the game collection is a win for Sonic. It certainly has some downsides to the collection, but overall, I think it's an outstanding package. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a classic Sonic simp, so I see the $40 price tag as worth it, but I can fully understand why others might want a lower price. I seriously recommend you buy this collection. You can even do it on a price drop if you have to. It's what I consider the new best Sonic collection ever made, and it's not even close. Like, I love Sonic Mega Collection, Gems Collection, and Sonic Jam, but keeping it real, Sonic Origins annihilates those games in quality. The collection is fantastic, man, and I can't wait to keep playing these games throughout the summer because I'm gonna love this collection to death, man. I'm so happy right now. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Adios. My channel members are Boysco, Orion Pax, Snicks, Ethan K78, Johnny on Rings, Epic Gaming with George, Sonic Man 715, Storm, ArchXYZ, Sonic Up, Thomas One Ride, Chip Chap Chop, Escape, Sonic Pip, The Squeaker Nerd, Super Jacks, Boom, Sonic Extreme, Super Saiyan Sonic. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to click one of the videos in the end card. Peace out.